The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Raw, but real. Let's get it. Mondays at 6 p.m. We get live. We get busy in here. We get live. We get busy in here. We talk. Raw. We talk. Real. Raw but real.
I'll never get tired of it, man. I'm trying to tell you. I'll never get tired of it. Welcome to RawbutReal.
Hello.
My team's slipping today.
Yeah,
We practice saying this together. G-Baby got attitude. And they'll just be forgetting. I don't know what's going on.
It's some day.
I'm your creator and your host, Rhea.
Hello, I'm the other host, G-Baby.
And I'm the other host, Darnell Card, the Lake Modia's Cheese.
Welcome
to RawbutReal. We getting it, y'all. Just hold on.
It's on its way.
Monday.
So straight out the gate, just want to introduce our special guest. Then you know how we gonna do. We gonna get into the bloopers of it all. This is why I love being live. I love it. We have a special guest in the house, so we gotta act like we got some sense for at least 5 seconds.
Yes.
What can I say about this young lady? I said I was working on my edification of people when I have guests on, because I tell people all the time I am not an interviewer. We just come on, you kick it. It's like home here. So I have known this young lady since the 6th grade. We are way back. And I know how to pronounce her name properly. So I'm going to introduce the author, actress, beautiful human being that I know, Chanese.
Praise God.
Y'all doing?
She like all these years, she finally got my name right. Lord Jesus.
I never got it wrong.
No, she didn't. She never got it wrong. Never got it wrong.
It's been a long time. Did you hear the introduction? 6th grade. No,
I don't think she wanted people to know that. But okay.
It's okay. We don't look, listen, we look fabulous though. Okay. But I thank you for having me on. I appreciate y'all so much. But
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
You got a lot to go over because she ties in great with this topic that we're going to have anyway. So first, let's go through our weekend recap. Y'all know what we do.
Who's starting? Me?
Always. Yes, G-Baby.
You know what? I didn't do much this weekend, actually.
You didn't do much?
See,
G-Baby always doing something.
I probably did much and don't remember.
Those weekends.
Yeah, Friday. I don't think I did nothing. I worked all weekend, really. I hung out one night.
Oh, Lord.
Can't discuss it.
That's school bus driving.
But I went out.
That's
Okay. I got that. I clapped that.
I did one night.
I did that. I agree. It was real smooth.
Yeah, it was.
Don't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a night.
Well, moving on.
That's it. Then I'm waiting for school to get out this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang it. That's
That's the only good thing about being but like your off time is great.
Yeah, it is. You don't get paid. You know what? I think I'm fine.
Oh, Lord.
You probably can.
I'll be fine.
Can you? I might
gonna
get this
see.
time job.
You know I'm going to try.
Ain't nothing but a try.
All you can do is tell
All
me
you can do
no.
is say no.
That part.
You know.
Yep.
That part. That's something to think about. All right, don't mind me, y'all. I'm just sharing on the feeds. Make sure you guys are. Now, I don't know if we are live today on YouTube, but it will be uploaded to YouTube. We're working on some new stuff, of course. Shanny on the one and two. Why y'all make me forget Shanny?
Hey, girl.
I forget stuff all the time. Y'all know I had brain surgery. Cut it out. It's getting worse. I do. I was like, I'm really starting. It's getting bad, y'all. For real. I know I say it as a joke sometimes, but I'm starting to get worried. Like, for real, like,
I feel that.
Oh, I forgot what we did do something. See, I forgot. That'll be for you.
Go ahead.
Darnell saw you.
Oh, so okay. This weekend I ain't do nothing. The weekend before that, we was just sitting up there laughing about it because my uncle had passed, and
That's a weird transition.
well, no, because it's funny because I was at the funeral. You know, he was doing regular funeral stuff, and then so I happened to look over and see this lady scared the living shit out of me. You know, because like I seen like my uncle was in the casket. He gone.
He gone.
But she looking like
She on her way?
No, she looked like she was already there. Like, but she was breathing, and I'm like, and I was like, Lord, I'm sorry. I was like, I had to, the church finger, I had to put it up, and I had to make my exit. I was like,
let me go.
Like,
I ain't ready.
I wasn't ready either.
Whoa.
I was not ready.
It sounded like she was.
She was ready.
Yeah, like she.
A lot of makeup.
No, she ain't had on no makeup.
Oh.
It was like these walls. That's how. Yeah, she.
Oh, she was Casper.
That's what I call her.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I call her.
Oh, wow.
My
She
mama.
got a condition. You saw
No, she
me.
don't. She ain't. Yeah, it's called 2 feet in the grave.
Oh, my Lord.
Man.
All right, we got a lot to cover. I'm not messing with this no more. I didn't do nothing again as usual. I don't do no.
We hung out, but we can't talk about it, right?
Who, me and you?
Yeah,
This weekend?
we did.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
It's bad because we won stuff.
Man, what?
We
forgot.
I get it.
Yeah. We got some big things coming up. We had a meeting on some things. That's
Yes.
what she's talking about.
We did.
Amen.
With business professionals that we can't talk about right now because we want to make sure we got our ducks in a row and we get that call
The fact
first.
that we both forgot is
I
crazy.
did.
Shani, I left my sunglasses in the car. I feel like this is a part of the conversation I ain't supposed to be in.
Yeah.
He like exit left.
Right.
Get right into it. That's why I'm so excited. Like, I just want to get into it.
They brought up a subject last week. I was like, wait, what is that? And then when I found out, I was like, nope. I'm like, this is not your segment, bro. This is nope. You just.
I want to get into our guest. All right, Shabby. So she wrote a book. I want to jump into the book because I'm so excited to just have the book right here in my hands. I'm looking forward to reading it. 20-Year Divorce, My Truth. The title alone
Yeah.
is going to catch your eye. So tell the people how they can get their book.
It's now on Amazon.com. You can get it. It's under my name, Chanese Hayes, or you can just put in My Truth, 20-Year Divorce, and it'll come right up.
It'll come right up.
It'll come right up. And I also have my own copy, so I'm gonna give both of y'all a copy. I didn't know it was gonna be for y'all. I'm gonna bring you one though. I'm gonna give one to either Rhea or I'm gonna bring you one. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna. But nah, yeah. So,
And
yeah.
She might inscribe. She might give you something.
Oh yeah, I'll write in it. I'll definitely write in it.
Oh, hey, Fred. I
Hey,
love
Fred.
it. I love this for you.
Praise God. Thank you.
Now, I don't love the.
No,
This
you know
part
that's
for you.
part of the journey, though,
It's
right?
part of the journey.
It's part of the story. We all got a story.
We
you know
all
what I'm
got a
saying? And
story.
so I'm in a healing seat now. It's been 6 years, so I'm in a healing seat. But that helped me heal,
Correct.
right? So you talked about the book cover, 20-Year Divorce. You ever been something and you already know, like, I probably shouldn't do this?
That's how it started?
That's how I started. Like,
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't do this, but we met at 18
Oh,
in college.
yep.
And it was one of them things where it's like, he cute, but he was dating somebody else.
Okay.
But I'm that type of person.
Okay.
Man, what?
So
Gemini, you right.
I threw it out there and he caught it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so we became SPs, sex partners.
Okay.
And so when you have intercourse and relation with somebody, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna soul ties with each other.
Yep.
And so here I am at 18. I don't know my worth. I don't know my value. I don't even know the street up the block. For real. You know what I'm saying?
You really want.
What do I want to do? I switched my majors a few times. So you got this person who's 18 then caught somebody's eye. He, you know, year older than you, couple years older than you, and you begin to have a sexual relationship with him. But he has children. He got baby mamas. I'm an only child. I have no children. I'm just kind of starting out in life, you know. And so I ended up. I had a interesting beginning because I used to date women, right? And so I'm trying to find myself.
Right.
So in the course of 18, 19, 20, I dealt with him a little bit, and then we ended up kind of breaking off. He ended up graduating in 98. I never got my degree when I left school. I was too busy doing everything else, right? And so I leave the same way I come in, with nothing. And so I, you know, started working. I moved. I get my roommate now. You know, we went to school together at UD, and he comes back into my life. And it's easy as somebody said, I saw this person at the store. He told me to tell you to call him. That's the first thing. He told me to tell, he want me to call him. That was my first red flag right there. You need to be finding where I'm at. Right?
And that, we going to tie in. That's the topic. You just said it. So Shannon can put red flags or green signs. How do we know the difference? That's it. Because back then, we don't look at everything.
At 18, you don't look at everything.
Like, I'm good. Like,
girl, you know what I'm trying to do is party, drink, smoke, and go to work. Yeah, I'm not thinking about that.
We wasn't doing that at 18. What you talking about?
Who told you that? Where was you at?
What was you? Oh,
she didn't grow up in the hood, y'all.
She did. Don't let her lie.
We grew up in the same hood. We gonna quit here.
Look, you the one told me you grew up in the suburbs. We
did grow up in the suburbs. That's
well, you know, until I got kicked out.
Exactly.
She hung out in the hood.
She walked out of the suburbs.
Right.
I got kicked out the suburbs. I was fighting all the time.
And she don't even look like she would be a fighter. She's feisty.
She looks good as pie.
She was feisty back then. I was never on that side of it.
Right.
We had the same groups of people, friends.
Yes.
She was just feisty. We dated the same. Who we date the same? That was in 6th grade.
Oh, was that?
We can't say his name. No, him too. But I ain't never date mine.
Oh,
I ain't never date mine.
6th grade.
You know,
that was always for my boy.
That was my every other week. Like you already know, every other week. My boy.
Shout out to mom. We ain't gonna say his real name. But that was back in the day. Like, we just had a good time. For you to evolve, and I'm looking at your journey and to know, it's just different when you know a person and you see the growth. Of course, I didn't know you when you were married or things like that. But I think social media brought us back together.
Yeah.
Because you were doing cooking for a moment, doing things. So I'm like, hey, child, I see her, and I'm like, oh, and we connected, but had no idea. And that's what I want to go into. Like, you have no idea what somebody's really going through.
You don't.
Behind that screen.
You don't.
And that's what I thought was fascinating.
You don't. Yeah. It's interesting that you say that because I think when I did decide, I was with him 20 years. We got married. I actually got pregnant by him before we got married. And because he had 5 children by 5 different women. And when I got pregnant, his first thing is, I don't want to have any more children out of wedlock. And so I'm sitting here at 21, 22 years old, like, well, my daddy wasn't around. So I don't want to bring a child into this world and you're not going to be around.
Right.
Not really thinking that you already got 5 kids and you can't be with them 100%. Right. And so I call my mom and I'm like, I'm pregnant, da-da-da-da. And she's like, well, you already know. I'm an only child. So she's like, you already know what it is. We're going to take care of you, the baby.
Right.
And I just was stuck on, I don't want my child not to have a father. So I had an abortion. And I had the abortion because you told me you didn't want no more kids. And so, not really realizing that was the pinnacle where he understood, I can probably tell her what to do anything, or I can do anything, and she gonna do it. And so that's where the manipulation comes in at.
The red flags.
The red flags. I didn't even realize that I was being done this way because after I had an abortion, he came right behind, like a few months later, like, marry me. This was Christmas. My mom and them went around. They was like, he knows that we close. We have a close knit. At one point, it was 5 generations. You know what I'm saying? I got a daughter, I got a son. Like, we are very close. And he tried to take me from that, and I was just like in awe that somebody wanted to marry me, because, when you don't have your value or worth, you tend to think lower of yourself. And so if a man say he cute, it's like, oh, okay.
He like me.
He like me.
Right. And it's all good in the beginning.
Dang, I should have shared what I sent you
It's all
today.
good in the
Shannon.
beginning.
It's all good
And
at
it
the
can be that
beginning.
because you are ideally when you meet your man, you are supposed to leave from your home.
Yeah.
So
Oh, absolutely.
I struggle with that.
Yeah,
I struggle with that.
I think it's a twofer because I am so close with my family. You know, now knowing what I know now, you know, you got to be that type too. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to have the same common goals when it comes to family and not trying to isolate and pull somebody off from the people that you know they with all the time.
But by you saying that, it's still at the same time you were still so young, even seeing what your family had or what your family
So
went
I'm trying
through.
to make that myself, right?
Right. But then you still don't know what
I don't know what to make though.
that part.
Because I'm 23 years old. I'm in this marriage.
Yeah.
You got these children.
Yeah. And you playing mom too.
So I've married 11 people. Get the picture.
Right.
When I said 11. I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm talking about everybody was 7 and under.
Yeah.
I don't have no kids.
Yeah.
I ain't even want no kids.
I've been there.
You know what I'm saying? And then he was playing ball, so he was doing a lot of stuff where he wasn't in the home. So I'm getting ding dong. He told me to drop him off to what?
Yeah.
I don't even get up like for real. Like I got what we doing, you know? And so I had to evolve into this person that I didn't know if this was me or not.
Right.
You know, I was still acting and stuff when we got together, but he like really didn't like none of the stuff that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't bringing no money into the house. It's a 2-house income. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of stuff that I could feel the energy where you're not happy for me. You're not supporting me. You're not pushing me. You know, and so wanted to get back in school and no, we can't do that right now. But he went and got
He
his
didn't
master's.
want you to be great.
Right. He went to school.
He went and got his master's, you know, and so with certain things throughout the course of it, you know, and the book tells a lot, you know, you sit down, people say all the time, I'll start reading it and can't put it down because, you know, one, people know me, but at the end of the day, people are struggling going through the same thing. Like I was spit on, I have been pushed out my bed, I've had a woman sleep in my house. Like I went through a lot through the 20 years that we were dealing with each other. And I think throughout it all, I was like, I just don't want to have a failed marriage. So I want to make sure I'm doing everything I need to do. But when we're not kind of taught what that is, I don't really know. I've never seen it really for real. Like my great grandparents, they was married 50 years, but I was, you know, in my teens.
Yeah.
And so when all of the men in our family passed away at an early age, so my mom lost her husband, my grandmother, you know, lost her father, my uncle passed. And so, I didn't see it, and then I ain't had no man saying, come here,
Don't
girl.
deal with that. Yeah.
Come here. Let me talk to you for a second, or let me holler at you, homeboy. So I didn't have that, you know. And so I'm looking for validation.
Yeah.
And so when you have someone that is infidelity, you know what I'm saying, and bringing stuff into the home all the time, I was constantly looking at myself like, maybe I should be somebody else. Maybe
Thinking
if
you gotta
do this,
fix you.
if I
instead
change
of
my
him not
hair
being
color,
the
if I lose some weight, if I gain some weight, if I start going to the gym, if I get this job, you know, that you're gonna be okay. And
It makes me say,
it's
what did you like about me to begin with?
I personally think because I was didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
He
people can-
molded her.
I was about to say that.
I'm young.
He molded you in the way he wanted you
And
to be.
you want me just like this,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm like people that meet me. I'm a ride or die. I'm loyal. My mama said, she said, you loyal to a default. It gets to a point where even my own pastors, I'm heavily in the church. I preach. You know, we were preaching together, but it was like we got to preach together. Like why we got to preach together? You bring your word, I bring mine. You know.
Yeah.
And so it was always a dumbing down.
He didn't want you to shine.
It's either you gonna shine, you gonna be the same height with me.
I don't know. I
Really?
don't know if I feel like that. Maybe.
How? Because she knows him too. So
no, I don't know him like that. I know the current wife. I don't know, and not him per se. It's just the whole sanctity of how that's how marriage is. I don't look at it like manipulation.
Oh.
I don't know if I could call it, because then I'm thinking about the Diddy stuff.
No,
Wait.
he ain't Diddy.
He ain't Diddy.
He ain't Diddy.
Like I be thinking like, okay, we're adults. We make
No.
our own decisions.
Yeah.
We have to have our own accountability, and I feel like you've done that. Your accountability is in writing.
Yes.
That's your therapy. That's your healing. But everybody, I'm not speaking about you. I'm saying in the masses.
Yeah.
Some people that could be listening to this and struggling and thinking, like Disclaimer: we're not telling you to get out of marriages.
Oh,
We're not
absolutely.
telling
I
you
love
that.
marriages.
If you in one that you ain't right in,
if you're
Yes.
being abused,
If you are being abused,
mentally, because I was mentally abused, right?
And
when you and one emotionally. So at the end of the day, if somebody say, "Who gonna take care of you? Leave here. Who
Right.
gonna do it?" And then in the same sentence, you say, "You can go. You ain't got to be here no more." That's
a master manipulation.
That's manipulation.
Yeah, that's
because I'm sitting in this seat now.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the stuff that I had to do. Like, he bought 3 houses with a woman, and he wanted me to clean the houses so he can get them ready to flip them. But you doing business with another woman, like, and I'm supposed to be okay with all this.
Right.
I had a woman at my house for the weekend, and what did he say? I told you she was coming. Why is she here?
Who is she?
Who is she? Yeah. So when you go through, even when I got spit on.
Not the spitting.
You was calling somebody else. You trying to hook up with somebody else, and I caught you because of the whole Apple is a mess.
Oh yes, I know all about Apple.
It connects to everything.
It does.
It connects to everything. So he
But
left
that
his
ain't nothing but God,
iPad.
'cause Apple-
That wasn't nothing but God.
Catch
But it wasn't nothing but God, because God started to show me, like, listen,
Yeah. How many times I got?
how many times you gotta go through this?
Like what? But see, when God had to do the shock. Everybody learned different. But I think with me, it got to be in my face to where there's no way. It's no way they can get out of it. It's got to be so direct to where they can't wiggle out of it. It's got to be, and then I blatantly. Like, I got to literally, you could talk your way out of it, especially if it's good to you.
she got to catch him in the house with the woman.
She got.
I got to catch you, like, I'm literally penetrating her. Like, I had to catch y'all in the act. That's how bad it is me. Because you can talk your way out of it.
He was too good for that. Like, he didn't. I phone numbers. I mean, he would be on the phone, throughout the course of the years. And we're talking about 20 years, right? So we're also talking about a young person as well. Like, he wasn't older and I was younger.
Right.
We doing the same thing. We the same age. And we're
Learning
talking
each other,
about
growing.
a person that had been in the limelight. He's used to a lot of attention. I mean, catch it. He got 5 kids by 5 different women.
Right.
That don't mean that's just the kids he had.
That ain't the other women.
So at the end of the
Catch
day,
it.
you have a lot of
he ain't know
female
his stroke
friends.
number.
And so at the end, so when it's all said and done, I don't put the blame on him. I don't put the blame on myself. It's a growing mechanism that when I'm sitting here now at 49 years old, I realize what I was in, and I needed to come out of it. Because if I don't, I might not make it to see 50, 55 because the stress is gonna kill me.
Yep.
Because what happens is a lot of my focus was my children.
Yeah.
Because I ended up having 2 kids. And so at those years, 20
You're sticking
years,
in it
I'm
'cause of the
with
kids.
them.
With the kids.
I'm with the kids.
Give you that purpose.
Pick up, drop off, PTA. I'm here. You cheerleading, you footballing, you running track. Shanice is always here.
Yeah.
Because I'm now pouring into my children. But then they started getting older.
Yeah.
And seeing stuff.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yep.
You don't need me as much no more. That means I'm gonna be standing here. Okay, did I marry you? Like,
Right.
you been this way this whole time? Oh, and then I'm in the church. And so I got to the point where I was praying, like something ain't right. I'm like, how am I serving the Lord and serving my husband? Like, how do we do this? Because I felt like I had to achieve these higher heights with him.
Yeah.
And, it gets to a point where that should never be a question about who you gonna serve.
Yes.
Yeah.
The master is always first. And then everybody else come after that.
That's right.
And so I had to really learn. But I love marriage. I love being married. I love coming home, cooking my meals. And, you know what I'm saying? Like Rhea said, I had a whole cooking show. I love, you know what I'm saying? I'm that person. You hungry? Come on in. We gonna sit down. We gonna eat. I love being a homemaker. And
How
so
you did was it the zucchini? You did something
girl,
squash.
probably squash or whatever.
Squash spaghetti.
I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat.
Okay.
So I had really started like doing these preppings, and a lot of people was like, "How you eat like this? It take too long." So I was like, "Let me just get on Facebook Live," and it wasn't. I ain't that person. Don't give me my phone. Push record. Let's
go
get it.
for it.
Like, ain't nobody got time for no lights, cameras, all this stuff. I ain't got time for all that. And so I had my kids recording if I didn't have them cooking with me because they young, they 12, whatever. And so it's like I want to incorporate them as much as possible because that means that if you cooked it, you'll be proud of it. So you'll eat it, right?
You'll eat it, right.
And so I'm like, let's incorporate. So I was that person.
Yeah.
I'm a kind of OCD, so I'm cleaning house, I'm doing whatever. We got dogs running around.
Right.
I loved it. The whole white fence and everything.
Yeah.
I done built 2 houses. I done had money. We had money. It was was nothing. He took care of us because he in a household too.
Exactly.
Right? So I'm gonna take care. But when you leave here, don't look for nothing.
Don't look for nothing.
You know, but I'm not about to sit here and say that I didn't live I did. I lived a great life. But at the same token, at what cost?
At what cost?
Yeah.
At what cost?
Your peace is priceless.
Priceless, yeah.
And that's why I admire you more than you probably even know.
Girl.
Because everybody can't share their truth.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it's in due season and due time, but everybody is not ready to share their truth.
Yeah.
I always say, I don't have a problem talking about nothing I do because
Absolutely
God healed
not.
me from it.
That's it.
When you can talk about it, you doing better. When you are sort of shamed, can't nobody shame me out of nothing that's my past.
Nope.
And it also doesn't give the devil room to do anything,
Nothing.
right? Because I've had a lot of people like, you're so vulnerable, you're so open, you know, and it's like, God made me this way. I've always, and Rhea tell you, I always talk. I've been a talker, I can talk, right? But God now is like, I'm giving you a mouthpiece for me because I need them to understand that even though you was in it, you're not there anymore.
Right.
And now my children can see, you know, mom, and you know, it's just we only got one life to live.
Right.
And so you either gonna live it in misery or you gonna live it in an abundance. But it's your choice though.
It's your choice.
You know what I'm saying? Because I could have easily stayed and could have easily said this is what it is, and I'm just going. I'm used to this.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I don't want to get, you know, because when I was married, I ain't talk to no dudes. I went from being a pimp to being like,
Pinterest,
like, don't talk to me. Oh my God, he tried to talk to me. Like it was like that because I didn't. 20 years, I didn't talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I never stepped out. Not saying I was perfect, but I never engaged in a relationship with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And I mean, it's in the book. It's
this is a juicy
but
read.
at the end of the day, you know, because I was in God and I was getting more and more in my relationship with God, I wanted to make sure that I honored my covenant.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
As you should.
And so when I got divorced, I mean, literally, 20 years, it was just kind of like, I can't. One day I just got up one morning. I had watched The Stars Born. Y'all remember that movie with Lady Gaga? The Stars Born? Have you ever watched that?
It.
I don't know, for some reason, we were really kind of going through, and this was right before, my daughter had already had heart surgery. So 2 years prior to that, she was 14, had open heart surgery. So I had already kind of thought about it then, like, I can't be here with him no more. But then when that happened, it was kind of like a tack on the 2 more years.
Yeah.
And she ended up like a couple years. I mean, literally, we had lost our house and we had to move into a different house and everything. And I don't know. One day I just woke up. I went down there like 3 o'clock in the morning. He came into bed. I ended up getting up and we really weren't talking. And I watched the movie, cried, you know, did all that stuff. And we had on a business at that time. And he had came down to take pictures and stuff. And he's like, you know, these pictures didn't come out right, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I just looked at him. I said, I'm leaving you today. And he was like, but this had been my 3rd time. Like, I had left him when I knew he was cheating. I left him when he spit on me. Like, I had left him already, but I came back.
You came back.
Because, see, sometimes you can coast a little bit, you know what I'm saying, that bedroom talk, and you come on back home. But this time, I felt like I had been praying, and I had been seeking, and I had been knocking for God to show me something different. And I felt like that was the strength I needed to say, I can't do this no more. And, you know, he's like, you know, what you taking? You know, I ain't taking nothing. I didn't take nothing. 20
That's
years.
how you
I didn't
know
take
you
anything.
done.
I didn't take nothing.
Yep.
Well, what time you leaving? I'm like, my mom and them in church. When they get out of church, I'm going to call them because I got to figure out where I'm going. Right? And he was like, all right, bye.
Just that
He walked out the door. That was it. You know, and so I left my kids there. And so that was a thing. Like, he took that and ran with it. Like, she left her kids. She ain't like her kids. She ain't love her kids. No, dog. I love my kids with everything in my soul.
I gotta make sure they good.
Yeah.
Duh.
Because I'm here now.
Yeah.
My brain, I had a whole mental breakdown in 2023. I was on suicide watch because all the stuff I had endured that whole time, I never healed through it.
Yeah.
I just mastered and worked through it. And so when I left, God never told me to take my kids. Every time I left prior to that, I had baby on hip. Like, ain't nobody take my kids.
Right.
But this particular time, no. Why? Because I'm about to move back into my home child house N-O-P.
Yep.
And here I am, I left with 12 cents and a 502 credit score.
God
I had nothing.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting here trying to figure out how do I start life all over again at 43 years old.
Yep.
How? And so taking my kids, I'm about to cry. Taking my kids, I couldn't take my
As you
kids.
should. Get it on now.
Please don't cry.
I couldn't take my, because my therapist, she told me, she said, you've done what he did,
Yep.
right? You had them babies and you left. She said, but you didn't leave them at the fact that they was like babies. They was 12 and 14.
You left to prepare. They were with
go.
their father.
Girl.
They were with their father.
That's the part. I was with this man for 20 years.
Yes, they were with their father.
You're with your
leave 'em out in
dad.
the streets. No,
But everyone condemns the mother when. All I'm gonna say to that is watch the movie Strong.
That too. I mean, you know, when I did my move to Houston, I moved out there. I didn't know nobody.
Yeah.
And I left my son with his dad. I'm like, give me some time, let me figure it out.
Yeah.
Things didn't work the way I wanted it to, and I'm like, his dad calling me like, oh, he doing this, he doing that. I don't know what to do. I'm like, damn, I gotta go back and get my baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I came back, took a year, re-planned and figured it out. Next time I went, I'm like, all right, come on.
Yeah.
You have to, sometimes you just, and not to say that your kids are a distraction, but in order for you to get yourself together, you got to kind of focus.
Absolutely. But you know, God told me that my kids needed to see some stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're very, very, very close. Like my kids know everything about me, even me dating women, and my kids know everything about me. There's nothing that I have for them.
Dating women? Wait,
because
you said in the beginning.
I said that. You missed that part.
You see?
I was like, it's Rhea didn't say nothing about it.
Yeah, because she was probably talking. She was probably talking and not
She's
listening.
probably talking. But I'm very open and transparent with my children because my thing is I'm gonna tell you before somebody else tell you. I'm gonna tell you wrong.
And also, what did I just say? When you're done with something, or that you can talk about something.
Yeah.
When you're not ashamed of anything that you do, you can talk about it. But I wanted to transition real quick. I got a video to show that ties into this, and I think this is gonna hit definitely with the topics.
Listen, lesson learned. When you are first getting to know a person for dating, even for friendship, pay attention. Pay attention to those conversations. Pay attention to when you don't give them exactly what they want when they want it, how they react or how they respond to it. Pay attention to y'all only being a week or two in and they already feel like you should be explaining yourself to them. They already have these assumptions that they're creating in their minds about why you haven't called, why you didn't text, why you took 10 minutes to text back instead of 5. Oftentimes we ignore the red flags and they be there waving in the wind like, hello. When you meet a person and there are already all these expectations and all this entitlement to your time, to your energy, to your space, to your being, they want to already be a priority within the first week or so. When nothing you say is ever good enough, when they assume versus asking, when they lack the emotional maturity and they aren't able to have a conversation but instead draw conclusions based off their wounds and not the facts, baby, I'm gonna need you to pay attention to that. Because a lot of times we ignore all that stuff in the beginning because we're excited. It's something new. We want it to work. And so later down the line when those things are still happening, only intensified, then we wondering how. Well, baby, it was happening in week 1. You ignored it. Baby, if I can't see nothing else, I can see a red flag. And it get to blowing and I get to going. You ain't got to worry about me. No, for real.
I don't fall in love. This version of me doesn't fall in love. I'm very sober. I'm emotionally mature enough that I can feel chemistry and I know that that's not love. I can feel all the feel good emotions and I will call my friend, I will call in the back and be like, girl, I'm in love. It's gonna last for 48 hours, but this next 48 hours, it's hormones. We're gonna have a good 48 hours, but come Wednesday, we sober. Because the previous version of me would have felt that and said, this is my fairy tale. Yeah. I'm not that girl anymore. So I'm sober enough to where I can trust my discernment. I can trust who it is who it is getting close to me. So you have to trust this version of you to protect yourself, to use boundaries, but to also believe that I can love again. And even if it does fall apart, it's not going to break me like it did last time, because that's not who I was. Make sense? All right.
I said that to Shani earlier. I'm like, see, this is how it works.
Okay.
My little friend, I was like, yeah, I'm over it.
Listen, so
Oh, ready, G baby.
I'm over it.
So that's why you okay.
Wait.
So the first video, we always we have to talk. We gonna talk about
We got it. We got
the first video.
Yeah, the girl with the towel on her head, man.
Yeah, did you hear the message though?
I heard the message, but the towel was throwing me off, man. Like, it was like, come on, man. Like, we doing a live video, man. Like, come on.
Shout out to my winter. So the girl in
That's
the
a red
video.
flag right there. Like, penalties. What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh my goodness.
So that is my
she-
sister. That is that's why I tried to show a video of someone we actually knew. I wasn't gonna say nothing because I wanted real responses.
Yeah, well, sister,
Yes,
take the
sis.
towel off.
Wister should have had the towel off.
Yeah.
But that's what I like about her videos.
She did say 2 key words, pay attention.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's that simple.
That's it.
It's that simple.
That's
So
it.
shout out to Vita.
Yeah,
Her
shout out
page
to
is
Vita.
on TikTok. Healed. Lord, she changed her name so much on stuff. I'd be like,
I'm coming
I
to
don't
your
even know.
TikTok.
But she dropped some good videos. She dropped some stuff. She be in her deep zone sometimes. So I came across that one. I said, okay, all right, Wister.
Yeah.
I call her Wister. So my
Okay.
dad and her mom used to be married before we was even born. Like,
Okay.
she's not. But I said, oh, you could have been my sister. So you my
That's
Wister.
it. That's it.
But I think maybe she was a kid when my dad married her mom. I don't know the history, but I just know my dad's in her life, so she in my life.
Okay.
Just that simple.
That's all. That's all we need.
But she be dropping them jewels. I ain't mad at her. Speaking of jewels, Chanese has a podcast that I'm hoping she brings back called
Yes.
The Jewel in His Crown.
Yes, yes. I am. I've had a few people asking me about it. Just bringing it back.
Would you switch the visual though? Hers was not. It was audio.
Yeah, man, it was audio. I like, you could take me everywhere you go.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But I've had a couple people like, you should do audio, visual because you're so animated.
Yes, you are. Handsome, brown. Yes.
So I'm allowing God to kind of maneuver that because I'm not in that world. I was just grabbing my phone, recording and just uploading. So that's how the podcast got started on Spotify. But I'm like, Lord, if that's what you want me to do next, then you'll put me in position to get that started, and He'll do everything that need to be done. And here I am sitting in.
And look where you at
Look where you
today.
at.
So He has perfect timing. So yeah, because I was
Always.
asking baby girl here, I was like, oh y'all can So we was talking, then we got rudely interrupted. And then we was talk about that.
I know.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Y'all know who that was by Miles. Hey, Miles. Shout out to Miles Dixon in the building.
So yeah, that might be on the horizon. I think I'm ready for that because I'm in a different season now. You know what I'm saying? We talked about red flags. Now let's talk about the green.
Let's talk about the green signs that go.
Yeah.
Everything can't always be a red flag.
Yeah, and you wore green
You did.
today.
You want red? You want green?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That
I got a
shows a
little
lot.
green. I
Don't
got a little green. I got a little bit.
You got a little bit.
Yeah, she got a little bit of
I got a
both.
little bit. I got a little bit.
No, it's because I'm always trying to stop you. He be like, go. Y'all trying to do something.
Oh, y'all perfect.
He always trying to do something.
She be like, boy, shut up. I be like, I ain't gonna do
I be
it.
like, Rachel. I tell his wife all the time, I say, Rachel, come get him.
Yeah.
Come get them. Time up.
Come get him. But everything can't be, we have to learn, because I think the worst thing we can do is ever I know everybody's not designed to be married. There are people in the Bible that's not married. For me, I want to be married one day. It's the season.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own desires, but I think now I'm, after my fast, I've been fasting these past 7 days.
Okay.
And I got my answer in the third day.
Praise
and I
God.
went to, and that's recorded. Remember, Brittany said at the third day you probably see something.
Yeah.
And I did get my answer on the third day.
Yeah.
But I know now to pray more for what I want.
Yes.
And not just react to everything.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm by myself. I have no problem being by myself.
Yeah.
I'm at peace. I don't want to give you pieces of me.
That's it.
I can't afford to give away pieces anymore. I can't do it. So until it's whole, that's the word I'm getting. That's the season I'm in right now.
That's it.
Can it change? Because I never went through a whole season.
Good.
I
You
never
don't
went
need
through it.
to.
You said you never went through
I
it.
never went through like a for real whole season. Like I think I missed out. No,
You didn't. You didn't.
I didn't miss nothing.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
G baby like
No.
I I don't think I missed that.
Any, I'm telling you, from his, you did not.
You said from his
Yeah.
You did not
know.
miss it. It was, I had a little season because I got married at 23, but I had a little
Right,
season.
you had a
know,
little
I had a
season.
little season, you know. But
I don't think I missed it. I think.
I wouldn't say you missing anything.
Nah,
I just
you
think,
not.
I mean, I've done
If
things.
you
I ain't gonna
do-
act like I'm an angel, but I wouldn't call it a hoe tendencies.
Well, no.
Like when I think about a hoe,
That's a topic.
I think I should stack
yeah,
some dough.
I was gonna go there.
Yeah, what is
That's
that?
gonna be another day. We'll
I
go
could have
there.
been a hooker.
Yeah, that's gonna be next week's topic. Like,
Wait, what's gonna be next week's
I
topic?
don't know. I just said it.
Monique is dropping you a lot of love. here.
That's my sis. I
They
know I don't
sis.
have my glasses on. Y'all know I can't see without my glasses. But I'm seeing the scroll and I keep seeing the same picture over and over again. Or whatever.
Monique,
So I'm
call
like,
in and
that's
talk to us.
Oh yeah, we do have the number 810-560-0658. We got about 15 more minutes or so.
What's
Be kicking
today's
it
date?
Monday.
Oh, never mind. The
June.
date. Never mind. The number was already up there. I thought she had memorized the number. All right. Moving on.
Never. I can't even remember my name half the day. You think I can memorize that number? Calvin said one of the many things that's wrong out here. I'm assuming Calvin is talking about me going to be in a hole. Calvin, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm just talking trash, man.
Let's move
Now he
on.
said fear of missing out is what messed up a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh,
They glorified. Man.
Yeah.
That shit's a headache, man.
yeah. I don't fear it. I'm just joking.
No,
Calvin deal. You know
You
the deal.
can't. I think with me, I had to heal first. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I got to heal. Like I had been used to being married so long, I was kind of like jumping back in, and I'm like, I don't even like talk to dudes.
Aren't you dating? Or no?
I got somebody, you know.
You know, she do the little post where you see the feet. When you see somebody walk like you just see that shit.
Actually,
We got somebody on the phone.
Oh, is it?
Hello, this is Mrs. Monique Wachowski.
Welcome to RawbutReal. Tell us how you feel, love.
It's a blessed day to be alive. That's all.
Amen. Praise
Amen.
God, sis.
I just called to drop my sis. I need some love. That's my girl. We met during Cain and Abel, and we reconnected over social media, and we just been rocking ever since.
I love it.
That's what's up.
And for those that don't know, the movie Cain and Abel is on Tubi. That was written. Was it written by Renika or produced?
It's written
and produced by Renika McQueen, who will be on the show soon.
Yeah. Tell her to come on through. Yeah, she doing big things. I
Yes.
love her. That's my girl. I love her. You know, yeah. So yeah, definitely check it out. If you know, I'm Ebony.
It's an oldie but goodie. It's a very good, very good movie.
Yeah.
I played the correctional officer.
Yeah, she was in it too. She
Oh, did you?
Oh, you was in? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Lord, she done went to jail. Okay, I don't tell all the movie.
No.
Yes, you were a good friend in the movie.
Actually, the gentleman I'm talking about, he was in that movie too. We didn't know each other at that point.
Really?
But we had a scene together.
Oh.
And then Monique ended up calling me. When is that? Monique, 2024, January.
Yeah.
I had just went through my. I had a mental breakdown, so I had just went through that for the year or whatever. And she called me in January, like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "What you mean?" You know, 'cause I don't audition. I don't because that's not really. It's a talent of mine. I love doing it, but I'm not. That's not my career. Like I don't want to do that. And so you know, she was like, "Yeah, I got this project. You know, church people. We need a first lady." I'm like, "First lady?" You know, I'm like, "That's like the major role." I'm thinking like you know, like a waitress or something. I'm like, I can be a waitress, stand behind the counter. And she's like, "No, it's the actual first lady." And I'm like, "Well, who gonna play the pastor?"
Right.
That was my question, Mo. Who playing the pastor? When I'm acting, I got touchy feely anyway. And I'm like, you know, if you ain't that attracted to me, I'm like, I could do it, but you know, it ain't gonna come off authentic. And she ended up, we had one person, they dropped off. We had another person dropped off, and she ended up sending me this video of this person. And I'm like, Mom, he looked familiar. She's like, he was in the movie with us 4 years ago. I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, oh, yep, the connection's
And we
there.
kind of just started talking, and you know, we. I know
Monique,
it's
you see how
God.
she do? She forgot she was even on the phone.
No, I didn't.
You know how she do.
It's okay. I know my girl.
We know her.
I
We love her.
That's why I love you, Mo. That's why I love you.
Yes, girl.
Well, I appreciate you for sharing. Make sure you're sharing so people can continue to watch this live stream even when we gone, because they can still watch it on YouTube later. So I appreciate you calling in, Mo.
No problem.
I love you. I'll talk to you in the morning. We text each other every morning.
You gotta have that.
Yes.
You gotta have that.
Yes.
Is it raining?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was looking at.
It's supposed to be a storm or something like that.
I don't wear the wrong
And I'm supposed to be
shoes.
off. I'm usually off Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And I have to work tomorrow. So I'm off Wednesday and Thursday this week. So
Okay.
I feel...
Yeah.
Because I usually can relax after the show. I go home, get me a glass of wine. Yeah. I ain't be able to do all that tonight.
Yeah, you work.
Because I got to be up at 4:30.
I'll be up with you.
I'll be up there too.
Yeah, well, I'll be up.
Yeah.
But I be up, but I don't get out the bed till like 5:45.
Oh no, I get up to pray. I get up to pray. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. I'm like, I be up, but I don't.
My life is so different now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was in a movie like a few months after I left my marriage. I got to drop like audition. I'm like, okay, got the spot. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you know, I started to kind of progress and. God has really been doing a miraculous thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my degree. I graduated last month. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's what's up.
I went back to school and got my degree. You know what I'm saying? So
Now you
I
out here
moved.
shining.
Now I saw your son graduated.
Girl, my daughter graduated.
Your daughter graduated.
So
I saw
I
all
was
of
telling
that.
baby girl,
Okay.
May was stupid. I graduated the 3rd. My daughter graduated that next Saturday.
I know. I'm like, wait a minute.
The play was the 17th. I moved because I've been at my grandma's house for 6 years. I moved. God allowed me to move, so I'm in my own spot now. I did that Monday, and then my birthday was on the 27th.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, you
May was
got
popping.
a lot of stuff.
May was popping.
And my birthday was the 12th of May.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I just thought I'd throw that in there, you know.
But God's just been showing me, like, if you trust me, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The desires of your
Right.
heart He will give you. And so it's just one of them things where I'm consistently wanting for God to continue to open up doors. Because I don't want to walk through nothing because I did that already. And even like in relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like the gentleman I'm talking about, you know, we started off just texting each other. Like he wasn't even, you know, we was acting together. We was like just texting because I was like, I don't know, you don't know, we don't know. You know? We don't know what to do. You know? And so it was a progression. And what I love is like I'm celibate. I'm not having sexual relations with him and everything. And so, and he wanted the same thing because, you know, you just want something different. If you want something different, you got to do something different. And so, you know, we're kind of progressing or whatever. And I think God is in the middle because we pray,
Absolutely.
you know, we seek God and we're, you know, we go to church together and everything. And so we are definitely more evenly yoked. We got a lot of stuff in common. I mean, he acts. So I'm like, if you go get a project, I ain't going to be sitting here mad at you because you gone. Like, I get it because I do the same thing, you know. But he wants to do it, of course, on a different scale. But I truly believe, like, when you have a desire to be married, you know what I'm saying, God is going to allow you your season to, you know, get your own self together.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I wasn't together.
I'm
I
not
wasn't
together.
healed.
That's what I know.
wasn't together, you know, and God had to really show me, even in our relationship, he had to show me some stuff because I had never really dated anybody else for real. So I was only really in one relationship.
Yeah.
Like, you know, really
Like a serious relationship.
long-term relationship. And so he had to endure some stuff from me. I didn't realize how nasty, and I was like, well, I'm not good. Like, I'm not good. Like, oh, wow. Like, did I say that? Did I do that? Okay, I didn't mean to do that, you know.
You can be direct. Is that what he was?
So it was more or less of he might
She's
say
direct.
I am very direct, but he might
Yes.
say something. I might get mad. I shut off location. I do this. I block you and do everything. And then I have a come to Jesus meeting in the room with my daddy, and he'd be like, "You was wrong.
You was
You shouldn't
wrong.
did that." And then I gotta come back and apologize. And then I want you to be okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, "That don't work."
Was that a caller?
Yeah.
Did we got a caller? Oh, hey. Welcome to
two in one
RawbutReal.
day.
Tell us how you feel.
I feel real good. This is your daddy.
Hey, Papa Bear.
Hey, Papa
How
Bear.
you doing? I'm not calling you Papa Bear. I'm sorry.
What's up, Papa?
The reason they call me Papa Bear because I take care of my cubs.
Okay,
That's what you're
I know
supposed to do. That's right.
'Cause they call me Mama Bear.
That's
I
right.
got that.
Yes.
I'm right there
You
with
right
you.
there.
I'm right there with you.
So,
Well, anyway, what was this you talking about? A towel running?
yeah,
Supposed to be real.
that is Zene's
Yes.
daughter, your ex-wife.
Huh?
That's
That
your
was Zene.
ex-wife's daughter.
He like, what you talking about? He did call in like,
Right.
what is
He
this?
like, who is that? Can we talk about this at home?
Yeah, well, anyway, she's deceased now.
Yes, Zene is deceased.
That's
Yes.
her daughter.
That's her daughter.
Okay.
See, you trying
That's his current wife in the background.
Yeah.
Hey, LL.
She come in. Who the hell is this?
Okay.
Trying trying to get me kicked out.
Hey, man, you gotta be honest about
Like, no,
how
we're
fast
gonna
you've been
clarify
married.
this right now.
This is RawbutReal. Yes, LL.
Hey, baby girl,
Yes.
listen. Hey, I came in the living. I was in the kitchen listening to y'all. Came in the dining room like, who is this woman you was married to?
Oh Lord.
You started some whole
How
bad.
you didn't know? You didn't know Dad was married to a woman before my mama?
Hey, I'm like, Rhea ain't told me nothing about this one.
See, learn something new every day.
See?
You're
See?
never too old to learn your
Every day.
spouse.
That part like it. That is the truth.
Now that the drama's over with.
Pops, listen, man, just be outside. I'm gonna come get you. Don't even worry about
Don't
it.
even worry about it.
They gonna be all right. Yes, Papa.
Oh, I know. Huh?
No.
She said, no, you can't talk. Can y'all have y'all squabble off
No,
of my show? This gonna be the clip right here. This is good TV.
We gonna put Rhea in timeout because she's starting stuff.
I gotta
Yeah,
get
but anyway, it's no big thing. It's all cleared up and aired out.
That's it.
Yes.
I'll call you when I leave.
Yeah.
Like I said, I ain't screwed or nothing.
Don't talk tough on the phone, Dad. It's okay. Be submissive. No, it's
I'm not
okay.
scared.
You're not
I'm not
scared.
scared.
They got raw real quick. Yes, that's what my viewers are saying.
Well, you know I'll go into my Bernie Mac mood in a minute.
All right.
Yeah.
I love you. I will talk to you later. Y'all took over the whole show.
Love you all.
All right. Now that was funny. I can't make this stuff up.
No, that was hilarious.
That was a yellow flag.
He's like,
I
I
say,
right now.
yes.
He said, she said she didn't came out like, who was you married to?
The one time y'all
She
watched
done
the
cut
show.
off the neck bones and peas.
Oh,
Like,
my Lord.
Like, wait a minute. Did she just say
She
you was
like-
married?
And I would have tagged her. Like I said, she changes her name on Facebook all the time, so I don't know her act. I'd be like, what is Vita's the name on Facebook? She changed them all the time. So I'm cracking up. That was
That's
funny.
hilarious. That was
But yeah, my daddy's been married.
She in the kitchen like you told
That's
me I
his
was the
current
only
wife,
one.
which
Like,
is my bonus mom.
Yes, amen. Amen.
Hilarious.
Amen.
Lord.
I think Lydia like, hold on now.
Pops, if you still listen, we gonna hold hands and sing Kumbaya and pray for you before we leave. Man.
It's no big deal. You his current wife. You are his current.
Right, but she
What
ain't know
type
about
of
the
things
first
would a
one.
person call in for? That's the question Stacey has. What type of things would people call in for? You would call in to say hello to the guests, say hi, say I'm supporting you.
Yeah.
Talk about the topic.
So I want to send you a cash out, just keep your business.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Stacey
What
just
up, though?
called
Hey,
in.
Nicole. Puffin. How do you say it, Nicole?
Pretty and puffing while pretty or something.
Yes. You know what I just started? I know Nicole, right?
I just seen it,
What you just
Nicole.
started?
I just saw it. Type it in again for
Yes,
us.
it got raw real quick, Calvin.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love it. This is what do we do this for? Okay, Rhea Conley, that genuine wife spirit is not in many. That's rare to want to lean into the role and not demonize marriage. Yes.
Oh,
the
yeah.
rest of that comment I did see. He said after not what's the word?
Demonize.
Demonize marriage after it goes bad. He said salute to Miss Chanese.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're going to have to get the book.
Thank
Calvin.
you.
You're gonna get Pretty Wild Puffin. Yes, that
There it
is
is.
Nicole's.
Pretty Wild Puffin. God.
I say business, but yes, that's her
Yes.
brand. She does the cigar. She hand rolls them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's her thing. But yeah, we got a
right.
lot of people chiming in. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Well, Stacey, you got to watch next week. That's the number, but we got 2 minutes, so we holding all calls because we got to go into G's.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
What?
Stacey, go and call in. 810-560-0658.
I wasn't, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Since Darnell just said something.
Real quick.
Real quick.
All right, join in, cigar smokers. Please pronounce it right. Do I need to call in? Yes, you need to call in.
Yes, you need to call in
if
too,
I'm
Nicole.
pronouncing it wrong, Nicole, don't be checking me.
Somebody need
There
to
you
whoop her.
go.
All right, welcome to our RawbutReal. That's how you feel.
Oh shoot! I called.
Hey, Stacey, turn down your phone really quick and you on the air. Hey.
Okay, baby.
This is Shan. I'm on the other side.
Yes. Turn down
your phone down.
So what do? I cut the phone down.
Yeah.
There you go.
You on
the air now.
I'm hearing them talk on there, and
Yeah, it's a 3 minute. It's like a
That's a delay.
3 minute delay. So you're gonna hear it after.
I cut it down. Should I cut it off?
Yes.
Like real low?
Yes.
Yeah, as low as you can get it.
Okay. All
right, now, Miss Stacey.
Is it better now, y'all?
No. It's not. Why you laughing, Shan?
I don't hear it. Do you hear it?
I can still hear it.
Go ahead.
Are you watching?
Go ahead,
Don't worry about it, Stacey. Go and say what you got to say.
Well, hey,
Hello.
thank you for watching. Is this your first time watching us?
I cut it down. Should I cut it off? Oh, shoot.
Well, we appreciate you either way it goes. I hope the topic resonated with you.
I'm going to call next week, but listen. I do want to say, respond when I'm in the chat, because I do watch y'all every week, and I've been commenting.
Really?
I've been sharing.
Stacey
Yeah.
from the event.
Stacey, you know what, Stacey, you watched on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I did see your comment, and I replied back this morning. So we don't have the YouTube feed up when we're live. But yes, she did. That's why. But yes, I saw it this morning. Okay, hey, Stacey.
Okay, comment on Facebook from now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But yeah, we're gonna talk, because I know we got to get you on. We got to get you on to talk about the school.
Oh my God.
Don't worry about it, Stacey. We don't.
I love y'all.
Stacey, like, what is going on? Stacey, I met Stacey at an event. Maria, shout out to sis. Let's talk about it. She had an event that we had for the youth, and she was one of the people I met there. Yeah, so mingling.
Yeah.
This is what it's all about. Talking, getting to know people, mingling, and making things happen. Nicole, you're going to have to call in if you want to promote that. You're going to call in for me, because I can't see no more. My eyes done went blurry. 810-560-0658 real quick, because we winded it on down. And I forgot to bring... There we go. G-Baby, can you read that?
She said,
All pilots come out to our event June 21st at the Rat Pack Martini and Cigar Lounge from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Ladies too. It's going to be something nice. It's going to be so nice.
Got a lot of Father's Day
Fedoras
events.
and Fathers is what it's called, her event.
Okay.
For Father's Day. So I'm assuming you wear your fedora and you have a nice cigar. It's at a cigar lounge. The Rat Pack Martini and Cigar Lounge.
I want to ask a question, but when I asked the question last week, I'm good.
Hey,
Nicole.
Nicole.
Hey, how's all the panel?
Hey,
good.
Just fine.
All right, drop your event real quick for me.
Okay, the event is going to be June 21st. It's a Saturday. It's a tribute to all fathers. Come out, 5 to 10. Any cigar smokers, ladies and men, are welcome, but the men, it's a tribute to you all. Come on.
Is there a fee?
No, it's free.
It's free. As you said, the key word everybody need to hear.
Okay.
It is a free event.
And it's even I have a old fashioned and a Placencia cigar special for $40. And you guys, all you have to do is come out and wear your best fedora. We're gonna have prizes. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna put some smoke in the air, and guess what? You're gonna meet me in live and in person, Hollywood.
All right.
All right, cool.
Now, what did I say wrong, Nicole?
You pretty wild puffin.
Pretty wild puffin?
Correct.
Pretty wild puffin.
There you go.
What did I say? I'll rewind it back.
Because I believe when women puff, they're all pretty. And it's just like gentlemen wild puffing.
Okay, I ain't mad at you. They gonna puff something. No.
Thank you, Nicole.
All right, Nicole.
Now listen, you can just Google the Rat Pack. Where is that exactly?
It's on Southfield and Allen Road. Soon as
okay.
Oh, she around the corner from me.
It's right there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
we're gonna
she
have a
around the
great
corner.
time.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you guys keep doing your thing. Maybe you'll invite me to your platform.
Nicole, don't you start with me.
Nicole, come next week. We'll see you next Monday.
You'll invite me. Y'all play too much around here. But that's okay. I love you.
Thank
yes,
you.
You do. You support. Love you, baby.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
All right, love you too. Bye-bye.
All right, so we gonna have to get. I love everybody, and we do this as a unit.
Yeah.
But guess what, y'all? We gonna have to work on some sponsorships. Now I got to give y'all the real business of a podcast. This is great. We got a good platform, but support. When I do these crazy wild posts, everybody think I'm begging. This is business. It's business.
Yeah.
If I could say, if you got $5 from each person that says they support you, you can create a whole. You can start a whole momentum. You can get it going to do something. That's studio time. That's equipment. That's branding. It costs to put things out in branding. Books, publishing, things cost money. So,
That part.
if I support you, yes, it's a beautiful gifting, everything. But guess what? I'm gonna be able to bless her right back. One day, ain't got nothing to do. But the thought about
This is a blessing.
this is a
to get it out
blessing.
there.
Yeah, this is a
So I
blessing.
think about that. I want us to be able to grow with each other. You should be able. Somebody should be able to see you on the street and say, "I saw you on RawbutReal." That's how we get our lessons. Talking about us, and we've been doing this almost 4 years in July. 4 years, guys.
4 years. Wow.
That's my daddy
awesome.
still going. This is the real Papa Bear of this reel. That's a fact. Thanks, Papa Bear. I swear.
Yes.
My daddy in heart trouble. I'm going to call as soon as I
I'm gonna bring my belt and drop it off so you can hit it with it.
That's beautiful.
But next week, I meant to send Shan a trailer. She gonna kill me.
That's okay.
Of a father's blood. A father's blood is the to-be pick of the week. We will have the gentleman who that movie is about as our guest next week. Tune in for that next week. That's gonna be a great show. But this week, that's what I'm telling y'all today. That's y'all assignment.
Watch the movie.
The movie.
Okay.
Got assignments.
Right.
School is
like
out
this a
for
whole
Monday.
job.
I ain't like
I gotta
homework
go
in
to
school.
work, be in your
Right?
business. This ain't fun no more. We gotta start a business.
Yes.
We got notes and everything.
All of that.
I'm gonna come in with a fake note, like my mama said. I can't do this.
I can't do this today.
And I hope I said it right. Lord forgive me, but Father's Blood, y'all know it'll be in the links in the chat. Make sure you are following us on YouTube,
That part.
Facebook, TikTok,
Now,
Instagram.
how can they get your book again?
Yes.
Yep, it's on Amazon.com, and it's My Truth, a 20-year divorce, Chanese Hayes, CHANESE HAYES.
Shanice,
And I'm
not
on all
Shanice.
platforms as well, Instagram, Facebook. I'm a Julian's Crown on Instagram, and it's my name on Facebook. So
Okay.
if you ever, just DM me or whatever.
And you can still listen to A Jewel in This Crown.
Yeah, it's still up. It ain't going nowhere.
Because I still have it on here.
Yep. Yeah, somebody was like, I'm just waiting for that that notification to pop up. Like, she's back.
I was like,
It's coming.
2023. I was like, oh, this was the last episode. 2023.
Because and I was going through it. And last year was a whirlwind, and this year been like crazy. I'm like, okay. But I think God is pulling me and tugging me to say it's time for you to, you got other stuff to talk
Finish
about
it out.
now.
You got other stuff. Yep, be done. The chapter is closed.
It's closed.
More stuff to add to your next chapter. Yeah.
I got other experiences that women. That's my heart. For women. You know what I'm saying. And so at the end of the day, I think God has set me up for that because there's so many women that just don't know their value, don't know their worth, and you know, they settle for everything, and it's like we settle all the time, and we don't have to settle. You know what I'm saying? We can build and grow, and then we'll meet somebody on that level that we're at, so that we can build and grow together.
And we got to learn the difference.
We got to learn the difference.
We're not saying not to be submissive to that man that's following God. See, y'all want us to be submissive to
that
foolishness.
Part. Yeah. No, if you following God, baby, I ain't doing nothing but because I'm following God too. So if he talking to you, he talking to me, and we talking. We on the same chord. We on the same chord. But if you ain't following nobody, oh no, and you ain't following God, oh no.
Yeah, I can't help you.
I can't. I won't be behind you. Or walking the side of you, rather. Nope.
Did Shandy give you gang signs? Oh, you like you gave me the gang signs. You gotta tell me when the. But you got the three. I follow my producer. I follow my co-producer lead. Y'all know I said co-producer because I keep forgetting to add producer to my title when I introduce myself because they tell me I am a producer.
You are. You
got to recognize your gift.
And
I didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't get the gab, but I do like. I am. Like when I look at stuff, I be like, oh, I really be on everybody's podcast, like writing their stuff on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
and
have
they get
to,
paid.
Yeah, everybody
That's
got that
how I know
stress.
I love it.
You have to, you got to definitely talk about yourself.
I do.
Yes.
And we have to learn how to
be okay with that.
Okay with
yes.
it. Who was that? I watched? Tyler Perry said that to Sherry Shepherd.
Yeah.
He was giving her a compliment on the movie, and he was like, "How do you think you did?" And she said, "I think I did good." He was like, "How do you think you did?"
Yeah.
I mean, I think I did. He was like, "That's the problem. We can't. You be okay." He said you were phenomenal in this movie, which she was.
She was.
And that, let me say, watch the movie Straw.
Yeah,
and
that movie.
Her Father's Blood.
Yeah, that movie.
But that movie, I have not cried. I needed a good cry.
You cried? I didn't know.
Oh, I've been hearing about it. I haven't watched it yet because I get triggered sometimes, and I'm
That's
like,
triggering.
Yeah,
it's a very triggering. I will say that it's a very triggering movie. I wish somebody had told me more about it. I just watched it because I'm a Tyler Perry fan. Yeah, and I love Taraji.
The ending got me.
And she wasn't ready to cry. She wasn't ready.
I cried through the whole movie. It wasn't just the ending. I was emotional through the whole thing.
Remind me to never
was a
watch
lot.
a movie with you.
It was a lot.
I've been hearing about it. It's been a lot. Like it's
a lot.
Just a lot of back to back. Like there's
like
relief.
This is a bad. Like you really had a bad day.
Yeah.
But
So I
can't.
I had to.
I did a whole. I had to go
like
live
that.
after it.
Yeah.
I went live after it just because I was like, I can't believe. I had to get that off me.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
Did you wipe off all your tears before you went live? Nope, she didn't.
Watch the live.
That's the best though. That's your authentic self. That's what most people need to see. We so out here fake. I call it fake book and instant gratification.
That part.
Because that's what people mostly, you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all out here for likes and y'all out here for everything else, but you at home trying to figure out how you gonna eat tomorrow.
Exactly.
And you out here, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all know we still eat them ramen noodles.
That part. And it's like we need authenticity. We need to be authentic because that's what draws people, you know what I'm saying? Your test is your testimony. And so at the end of the day, what we go through for real is what people gonna draw people in.
Exactly.
Like real but raw but real.
You gotta do
be
it.
Be real. You know, so
I salute it. Well, guys,
and
until next time.
So stupid.
Darnell, we're gonna have a whole meeting with Darnell. He don't even know what's about to happen. That's why I got on red, he got on green.
And all during the meeting, I'm gonna be like, la la la.
This be the problem, y'all. That's behind the scenes. We're gonna talk about it next week. Until next week, guys, remember, we talk raw. We talk real. RawbutReal.
See y'all
next week.
Thank you.
Raw, but real. Let's get it. Mondays at 6 p.m. We get live. We get busy in here. We get live. We get busy in here. We talk. Raw. We talk. Real. Raw but real.